Here I am, deeply engrossed in my book, The Fabbles. It's fascinating. You didn't know I could read with my nose, did you? I'm not entirely sure that was in any way at all funny, but I still go on with it. Right, okay. Fabbles, let's see the previous videos. 12th of August. A cheque for almost $250,000 is handed to UNICEF, representing the proceeds from the Bangladesh concert. Back in the UK, Jim and Nunu sent £1,000 to Clyde shipbuilders, who are involved in a pay dispute. Their work in has been led by a group of 4 young shop stewards, 3 of whom are members of the Communist Party of Great Britain, one of whom is a member of the Communalist Party of Great Britain due to a typing error. We feel sure the starving millions appreciate our gesture to the shipbuilders' cause, says Jim. I certainly do, says Mr. Clyde S. Shipbuilder, who had received the cheque through a postal accident. This is the second donation Jim and Nunu had made to the shipbuilders, as the previous week they had sent the dockers a large bunch of flowers. Nunu had finally retrieved the final petal from Jim's colon just the night before. 13th of August. Thank you for your indulgence while I coughed. Backseat of My Tandem is released as a single in the UK, with a credit to Pall and Lender, despite the legal dispute with Warthen Songs that they would only write songs about unicycles. Hearth of the Fireplace is the flip. Forelimb of an aquatic animal is the flipper. Some of these take me out of the blue when they come along. The record fails to make as much impact as Paul's previous single, Another Day Slagging Off the Fabs, only reaching number 39 in the British charts, a position so low as Snake's balls were higher. The single is not issued in America and thus sells more than it does in the UK. 21st of August. In the UK, Music Weekly, I spelt that W-E-A-K-L-Y, only works on paper that one, and I gave it away for free. But like my first girlfriend. That's not true. Any girlfriend of mine has paid a heavy price. Mainly in self-esteem. In the UK, Music Weekly Melody Maker publishes the first of a 3-part harmony interview. That one took me by surprise as well. With ex-Beatles producer George Smarty. The interview is conducted by Dick William, the well-known instruction. DW. I'm sure you can work out who's talking here. How did you first get involved with the Fabbles? It's an interesting story. That's me trying to do a George Martin posh voice. Go on. I was running a record label, Parler Zone. We had no acts or any product, just a label. After about a year, I went to the powers that beat and said, look, we need to issue some records. This is a very lovely label, and I want to put it on something. Can't you put it on the wall, they replied. Making records costs money. So does my salary, I said. Salary, they gasped. They didn't realise they were paying me. Get some records made immediately, they ordered. But no music. That cost money. So I had to record voices. That's why we were known as Parler Zone. I'm sorry. I couldn't see where I was going with this. And they wouldn't... Okay, let's focus. And they wouldn't let me bring the acts into the studio. I had to record them over the telephone. I'd call up the actor Peter Schizo, who was one of the groans, and he'd recite a load of satire and all sorts of voices down the blower, and I would record it. You can see why in the industry we were known as Parsimonious Phone Records. Actually, some of the records I made with Schizo still hold up today. There's a couple of his LPs over there holding up that wobbly table. Anyway, I should have started this as a whole separate piece. Anyway, I did these records for a few years, some of them quite groundbreaking for their time. Bernard Clubbins talks the hits of the Bible. Arthur Mainwaring recites the speeches of Winston Churchill from his garden shed. Percy Warbler imitates the Great British Dustbin. Nothing that had been seen or heard in Britain up to that point, and even after it. Eventually, the powers that beat troops started to take notice and said to me, George, what the fuck are you doing? They insisted I record some pop music or shoot myself. It was very old school. Okay, I'll play it there and I'm going to come back and do a bit more. Hello, Clever there. Pardon me, camera. I'm just fumbling around with this one here. You heard the beat, yeah? Fumble around.